Time to go.
All right, it should be around here. Give me some space. I'll activate... The what? Alain, much like Renee, had long predicted that the water levels in Font, thanks to his expertise in mechanics, he was able to... I told him there was no need, that I would just... But it would seem he knew a day like... All right, the silt has been cleared away. Go activate the mechanism for the first sluice gate. That will fill the empty middle chamber with water. All right, now turn on the drainage mechanism in front of the second sluice gate, and this chamber will become empty once again. Back when I lived here, it was my job to tend to the potted plants and flower beds. Still growing strong even after all this time. If the weather was nice, I would take Alain out in his wheelchair and we would go for a walk. Before long, come to think of it, I was the only one who could get around easily back then. Polonia, oh, happy. I suppose they were. Uneventful, but pleasant. Repetitive, of course. That was all just an illusion. Oh, all right, enough standing around. Yep, this place is exactly how I left it. Nothing has changed. What is it? Huh? How did you get... Oh, Arlecchino gave it to you, didn't she? And you... read the whole thing. Anyway, since you've already read it, you should just hold on to it. I can always start a new one. Well, feel free to look around. I'm going to start looking for the... Oh, but be careful with the stuff around here. I'm not saying you can't... Coffee. Tea. Oh. I played during the first few months after At first, Alain and I would play together, but it didn't take long for me to become unbeatable. So, Polonia and I played together instead. Yeah. Logic and math puzzles? It's been so long. Let's go with this one. Just remember, you can't stack a bigger gear on top of a smaller one. like it took you a few extra moves. Well, what did you think of the game? Well, these kinds of Oh, and these are just some unimportant... Wait, the people in this... Oh, this was taken when Hélène and Renee were both still at the Fontaine Research Institute. In his later years, Hélène would often sit by the fireplace and stare at this picture, wearing an expression somewhere between guilt and he said he sometimes regretted not helping his friend when he needed it most. This was Hélène's workbench. It's where both Polonia and I were brought to life. Before Hélène was bedbound, this is where he would teach me about mechanics. I would sit. Later on, when he got too sick, I took over and would work on Polonia here. Wow! This house is filled... You should have seen it in its prime, when people actually lived here. You know, we also used to have a mechanic... Oh! Hélène never played it much, but I managed to teach myself. I loved perusing Hélène's collection of classical music. But as Hélène continued to deteriorate, even the sound of music began to grate on his nerves. Aww. Back then, I assumed a piano was like an ordinary clothing rack, commonplace in every home and easily replaceable. Enough about that. Hélène's gift should be just in here. Wait, there's a hidden compartment at the back of this box. Looks like it... Knowing you, Hélène, I'm guessing it goes like this. Then... Got it. Am I a genius or what? Let's see here. Well, you gonna... It's heavier than I was expecting. A letter? Wait a second. This should be it. A kid? It's a multidimensional algorithmic core. Hélène would use it to store information. All right, I'll start looking into the core and the letter. Okay. Hold on. There's
A snapshot of you playing among the plants shortly after you were born. You seem to like these flowers a lot.
Huh? Wow! Look how happy you are in this big... what's that supposed to mean? Just that you come off kind of aggressive sometimes. Or, you know... Well then, people should stop being so annoying. It's not like I'm the one with the problem. Of course. Oh, here's something else. Looks like a piece of... Today, I solved another math puzzle and made a breakthrough on... No, wait, that... From now on, I should have people address me as Her Highness the Clockwork Princess, unraveler of all reasons. No, nope. No more of that. You wrote this? Then how did it...
You seem to have developed a distaste for this particular entry, considering I found it in the trash. I'm so...
Hélène, don't be embarrassed. Everyone goes through... Nonsense. I wasn't even the one who wrote that. It must have been Polonia. That's enough. I told you it was Polonia. You know what? We're done with this. No more rifling around in the box. Just put it down. To my little clockwork princess. Not another word.
You've most likely received the gift I left for you. I just hope you didn't stumble across all this while... I once asked if there was something you wished for. Do you remember that? Regardless, I have another gift. A formula that will allow you to... Why this gift? To understand that, allow me to wax poetic on the soul once again. I believe a person should be born twice over in their lifetime. First, it's a matter of transforming the life bestowed upon us into the life we must make a conscious choice to define the meaning of our life. This is the process of recognizing you are my proudest masterpiece. I told you that long ago. But to me, you're just like the rest of us. You have a heart. In fact, some theories think of the human brain as nothing more than a machine. So you see, perhaps we're not so different after all. No matter how one looks at it, the heart is a complex thing. Your computational capacity allowed you to become sentient and develop logical reasoning. Emotions and logic often clash with each other. And those instances of discord can, as you told me once, you've always known what you don't. Similar to how a blind person can feel when a part of their body is in pain without being able to fully visualize its form. So, what I leave you now is this: a formula.
Of course. Whether you use it is entirely regardless. Whether by my formula or some other means. I trust Ellen. Oh. I'm fine. I've already figured out how this formula works. Let's get out of here and then— You made up your mind already? Why wouldn't I? Resolving the anomalies within my core is the— No. But— Do you want to watch? I already know what anomaly I need to resolve. Like Ellen said, she's an amalgamation of all— And by resolve, you mean— Yes. But if you, let us in like that, wouldn't that mean letting us see— If what Ellen said is true, then I'm about to be— born anew. Besides, you already read my whole diary. When it comes to keeping my innermost thought— You're really sure about this? How many times do I have to say it? I finally let you in as, friends, and you want— enough with the mush— Right. With the numerological array, I can Oh! Just like St. Lolly's scent-sharing— Huh! Sounds like that shaman has some tricks up her— The arcane and the mathematical are both fundamental laws of this world. Anyway, let's get this show on. But no comments from the peanut gallery, okay? I know I offered, but I still don't want to— Is this my heart? No, it's probably just the result of a lens form. Huh. But it looks like the walls are all— You made it. About time. Is that me? You just spoke of anomalies. Well, here I am. Shall we sit down and talk?
That should do it. Hello? My name is Alain Guillotin. Can you hear me?
Brings back memories, doesn't it? The time we spent here.
Here. I want you to have this.
A notebook?
You can use it to write things down.
I don't need to write things down.
Even so, some things are more important than others, right?
So you wish me to carry out a basic priorities?
I suppose you can think of it like that for now. Much like we use wooden stakes to guide a plant to grow in a certain manner, In the act of choosing what to forget and what to hold on to, we decide what
I don't understand. This is where we were born, where our life began. Mornings of tending to the garden, afternoons spent cleaning, reading, or studying, evenings of cozying up by the fire. Len.
What is it?
What are you drinking?
Oh, this? It's coffee.
I want to try it.
Oh, okay.
Bitter. Speaking of, why did you design me with senses? Taste, smell, touch.
Well, I'm not quite sure. I suppose I hoped you might have a life of your own one day.
Oh. Still... I thought those peaceful days would... You know that's not possible. Maybe. But how was I supposed to know the end was... That was just bad luck. Was it? Well, it certainly became a pattern. Now... Over time, one of the habits we picked up from Elen was a love of coffee. We even took to hosting tea parties. A machine acting like a human. Kind of laughable, right? I suppose that's just what I'm used to. Yeah, that's just what we're used to.
Hey, this place isn't half bad. Great spot for a party.
More and more people seem to be showing up to my tea parties uninvited.
Can you blame me? I saw Columbina leading Capitano somewhere, and I had to see what that was about.
I had simply asked Columbina where I might find Arlecchino. I have business to discuss with her, and Columbina suggested looking here. Tartaglia and I were unaware that this was a private gathering. Apologies for the intrusion. It won't be for long.
Whatever. Just add it to the list of annoying things that have happened today. What's one more? Since you're here, you might as well stay for a cup of tea.
See? Told you she wouldn't mind.
Much obliged, Sandrone.
Well, look who we have here. Good thing I brought extra desserts. This has turned into quite the occasion.
Capitano, I was just about to go find you.
Pardon the intrusion. Rest assured, I won't sully your gathering with talk of work. We can have our discussion later.
Spoken like a true gentleman. A certain unmannered 11th seat could learn a thing or two.
You know, you really should start being nicer to me, Rosaline. Or I might just snatch that 8th seat right out.
I'd like to see you try.
If you're gonna fight, take it outside. The only mess I plan on cleaning up is tea-related. I still don't understand how our quiet afternoon turned into such a crowded gathering. And then, one by one, they left without a word. Yeah, pretty annoying, huh?
Of all my days with the Fatui, the times I spent with you, Arlecchino, and Rosaline. Goodbye, Sandrone.
We should have just said that. Why didn't we? If we had, would the story have had a different ending? She couldn't stay. There was no future for her here. She would have just... You're right. I suppose that's why you call me an anomaly. Every time you make a decision, there's a voice inside your heart. Why didn't we make her stay? Is it worse to... Don't you find it unfair? One by one. But, in the end, Whether I want to fight for something or cry. And now, even Polonia. Even Polonia is no... I did everything I could. But it's just like Alen always said. Don't you feel like our connection to the past is fading bit by bit? I suppose. But you can't move through life without having to say goodbye. And even as we experience... ever so logical. What's your take, then? It feels like... It sounds so stupid. But why even fight for something that's just going to be lost in the end? Better to never have dark, I know. But the heart wants what it wants. Maybe the stellar linchpin of... I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. What? Well, go ahead and do what you came for. You're here to resolve the anomaly, aren't you? Yes. What's it gonna be? Keeping me imprisoned here like before? Or eliminating me entirely, like debugging a code? That might actually be a mercy. I don't care. I just don't want to experience the pain of loss. Go ahead. I'm ready. Why do we keep losing everything we care about? I know it hurts, but that's life. I wish... I know. I've always known. Because we've been one all along. Sandrone! I'm fine.
It's okay to cry, you know.
Cry? You've gotta be kidding me. Save the emotional side of my core algorithm. My emotion module has always been fully developed and operational. Elen tried to tell me that too. I've just chosen to ignore her voice, I suppose. Huh. Come to think of it, it's...
The aquarium?
The old me took one look at it and saw something I would inevitably lose. Then, one by one, the fish all swam away. And the place...
Don't say that! A lot of people would feel the same. It just shows...
Now? After seeing what you've done, it's like you said. We get to keep the things we gain along the way. And...
Well said!
Besides, I've already died once. I'd be stupid.
Right. Earlier you, or your inner self, mentioned something about her wit.
You think that's something you can just ask and I'll tell you? Think again. I may have accepted my emotional self, but I'm not about to go all soft and mushy on the inside and... That said, taking a step in the right direction couldn't hurt. Starting with cleaning some old...
Huh?
Metaphorically speaking, I mean. Come on, let's...
Huh? Resent.
You couldn't get comfortable sleeping near the Opera Epicles, right? Well, I bet that's why. The Fountain of Lucine is where all the water in Fontaine gathers. So that's where the
Hold on. If it's souls we're dealing with, feeling uncomfortable should have been just.
And under normal circumstances, I'm sure someone of your talents would have. The problem.
Remind me how they ended up like that again?
Yes, it's called soul severing. Renee After learning of Fontaine's impending doom, Renee thought if he could find a means for the soul. Unfortunately, his theory of the four Orthants with Jakob, another member of the Narzissen-Kreuz Ordo, sought to carry on Renee's legacy.
By severing?
Yes. After Renee successfully awakened, after you saved Fontaine by turning Fontainians into but the souls severed before Renee awakened had nowhere to.
Almost as if they exist outside the bounds of this world.
Not only that, but over time, they began to fuse with other entities. Their inner resentment lured in all sorts of evil, but the full transformation must have been recent. Otherwise, Wait, no, he must know already. That would explain the underwater melazine.
In that case, let's go find Nervalette and we can
No, not
Why not?
For one, the diplomatic castle alone would be a nightmare. Even though... Besides, with me here, success. All I need is for Miss Lolly to help pinpoint the location of this
With my eyes closed. This is what But, how exactly do you plan on resolving?
Just trust me. I have the
all right. If you're that confident, why the sudden interest in helping find...
No, I didn't. And you're right. This problem has nothing to do with me. I wouldn't get... But... In his later years, he also felt sorry towards Marianne. If he were still with us, I think he'd do the same. He might have a few choice words to say about it, but even after friends shouldn't hold grudges or leave behind regrets. Fixing what happened...
You know, you really did...
You mean everything that just happened wasn't for nothing? Why, thank you for pointing out the obvious, Paimon. Just washing off the grime of the past. Turns out, a lot can build...
What's this about aquarium tanks all of a sudden? They go off on some grand adventure and...
All right then, Lolly.
Huh?
You get this, Granny Eatsley!
You. Come with me to Hotel de Boer for a drink. Why? Because I said so, Miss Guillotin. I'll report back on the location tomorrow morning. Just need a drink or two first to bolster me up.
Well, don't let me keep you.
All right, you. Time to go. I've got scores that need settling.
Huh?